The feeling of being shut out, kept in the dark, and not being in control. It's a bad feeling, whether it be something simple, like not being told what's going on, not understanding a simple reference, hanging out with a group of friends who you're not really that close with, or having your entire life be set out and prepared by people who you don't even know exist. The latter, you may be surprised to hear, is one of the main themes behind the 1999 David Fincher classic, Fight Club, and also the 2000s action masterpiece The Matrix, and also Scorsese's psychological thriller Shutter Island, and the Lego. But one parallel I like to draw is between Fight Club and The Truman Show, how two almost polar opposite movies can have such a similar theme and message. Let's take a closer look. The story follows a central character who's living a nice but comfortable life with a steady job, house and environment, truly living the American dream. But unknown to them, they're living in a prison, doing what they think they want to do, but in reality are just a puppet on a string to a bigger power which they don't even know exists. They're too busy living their safe, comfortable life that they've been put in. However, one day something happens which shakes their whole reality and starts to wake them up. Other singularities get thrown into the mix until they realise that their life, which they think they were living, wasn't their life at all, and begin to rebel against the establishment that's kept them imprisoned for so long. They build a cult-like following, and in the end, look the enemy in the face, turn their back, and burn it all to the ground. Both protagonists are held down by an invisible force. Now I can hear you question, well, we see Ed Harris's character as the master of the Truman Show. Well, true, he have a point, but let me quickly take that back real quick, because from Truman's perspective, he is invisible because he never sees him. Funny enough, it's the movie with the literal concept of being trapped, which has the metaphorical villain, Ed Harris, the corporations and higher people stopping the lower from rising, and it's the metaphorical film which has the literal villain, yet we never see them, since it's the whole system. This also shows how the tone of each movie affects how it enforces its idea. The Truman Show is a family picture, and Fight Club,
put a gun to my head and paint the walls with my brains.
My God, I haven't been fucked like that since grade school.
is not. So, in The Truman Show, a little less than clear antagonist is introduced, Ed Harris. A force which works, since this movie is primarily focused on story more than idea. In Fight Club, the idea takes priority over the story. Hence, it's not as important to have a clear villain. In fact, the villain being invisible makes more sense, because what the film is telling you is that it's the truth. The establishment is invisible, and most are unaware, until they're woken up and start to live, start to rebel and fight. Just like Truman, just like Tyler, and just like you. And start to live their life.
You're not your job. You're not how much money you have in the bank. You're not the car you drive. You're not the contents of your wallet. You're not your fucking khakis. You're the all-singing, all-dancing crap of the world.